Hi,
How are you?
I'm all good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. So I was just
Am I
introducing
am
you.
I audible properly?
Yeah, perfectly audible.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so I was just introducing you to everybody. So we are very eager to know that you started this brand when you were in college. So if you can start a little bit about talking about your brand, like what exactly does it do, followed by how difficult was it to start something in college?
Um, so Ekatra is a handmade stationery collective, and also thank you for such a nice introduction. So we prepare handmade journals, ranging from journals to all sort of stationery. I
Right.
started this brand when I was in my third year of college, and since then it's been this.
Okay, so was it very difficult to manage studies and starting a brand? People usually don't take students very seriously, especially in India. So was it difficult to convince people that what you're doing is like a serious business which is starting?
No, I think to actually I'll answer that in two parts. To manage it in my with my college studies, college work, and Ekatra work was not that difficult. It became a little hectic for me after I graduated and stepped into the corporate life. So
Right.
the struggle was there majorly, but on for the first part of the question, it was. I don't think it was difficult for us to convince people for our product because the sort of audience that came to us
Right.
understood.
Okay.
Because my initial audience was my college mates, my batchmates, and similar sort of people. So they
Right.
judged it by the quality of the work that we've been providing. So
Right.
it was okay in that sense. I don't think I ever faced those arguments.
Okay. So how did you even come up with such an idea? So what was your eureka moment that I have to do something in a sustainable part or start with something so unique?
I think it was purely coincidental. Like if I would have been 1 minute here or there, I would have been in a completely different place. So as the story goes, we were in our I was as I mentioned I was in my third year of college. So there was this fest that was happening, and everybody was like, "Okay, I'll do something," and like every excited kid, I was also like, "Okay." So I spoke to my mother. She said, "Okay, just think about options. What all do you have?" And my first inclination was towards stationery. So I'll come in
Right.
the later part of my story that why was it always a part of my conscience, but it was towards stationery. Okay, I would stitch my journals, and throughout those years in college, I would always stitch my own journals. So my friends
Okay.
also gave me that push ki, okay, chalo, you should, try your hands in this. So I did a small pop-up in that fest, and I got a whooping response I invested $1,600. I just started with that, and I got a whooping response that time. And
Okay.
through that, one of those HCI conference people contacted us. Somebody had put a word for us. So they
Okay.
contacted us for a bulk order. So that is how the boat sailed, and we thought, okay, we are in some place to put it out more in the market.
Right.
So that is how it went.
So when you got that bigger order, and I think you were starting when you started, you were alone and you were doing this by yourself. So how difficult was it to deliver such a huge order in? I'm sure you must be given a small period of time to do that. So how
Yes.
did you get resources for it?
So I have been very lucky that way that my friends and family have been extremely supportive. Like they would go to every length to make it happen. It is not
Right.
just like the virtual supports ki haan beta we are with you, you go for it. It was like their physical support as well. My mom would do something here and she would send it to me. I had a friend back there, Shruti, so she would help me with stuff. It was wonderful that way. So it did feel taxing at times that how do we complete it in such a short span, and plus there was a huge amount of expectation associated with us. We were just stepping into the market. We had to get it right.
Right.
So with the support of our circle, it happened. It sailed smoothly.
That's amazing. So now we know that you have been employing underprivileged women. So how did that come into the picture? How did you even approach them, and how did such an idea come in the frame?
Um, I think because of the kind of educational background that I come from and the family that I come from, I have always, because I've worked on a lot of community projects. So I've worked because I'm a urban planner, I've worked very closely with these, backward communities. So I understand that these people, they have the skill set that is needed. But to
Right.
just to bring it out or give them the platform was just one major gap that had to be filled. So my initial idea, it started with that only ki no, I am not looking for a very polished team to start with. We'll work with them, we'll train them. And to our utter surprise, these people are amazing at what they do. They have such brilliant ideas and such open imagination. So, uh, and what was your other question?
That was it difficult to, train them, or how did you even plan? So you answered that you reached out because of the family background you had.
So oh, sorry to cut you.
No,
My
continue.
dadi and my mom does it majorly because I feel I don't have a very, friendly face to say. So they do that part. They approach these people, they connect with them, they tell them, this is the kind of work that we do, and these people are well trained with stitching and swing skills. So
Right.
so my dadi trains them in-house only. We've set up a small studio in our house itself where they come. My dadi teaches them. She supervises what all has to be done and all. So it's an easy 10-day training process. And most of them are happy to be on board because, what I feel is the certain sense of obviously money is an incentive, but the certain sense of recognition that comes with it, no,
Right.
makes it even worth it.
Right. That's really amazing. So, I think this is a female-led brand, right? So again, what about your competition around you? How was it for you to stand out from what people are doing, in similar but kind of a different way? So how difficult was it for you to make your brand image, out there?
Um, so I am not too worried about the competition per se because we've established our own niche here. I
Right.
don't think many people are working with handmade stuff. Like we've got a lot of options for print stationeries and there are beautiful things out there. But
Right.
what we are trying to do here is make a sustainable product that comes with a daily usage that can help you with that, and plus uh, multiply it with some sort of tradition and a background story as well.
Right.
So that is where we have identified our niche.
Okay, so talking about sustainability as you've spoken, finding the correct. So right now there are a lot of products in the market who talk about being sustainable but are somewhere not. So
Yeah.
how do you recognize yourself in that terms, and how difficult is it to continuously and consistently be sustainable throughout, and also manage the cost, because I understand that being sustainable is not very cheap. It comes with a
Not
price.
easy.
So exactly. So how do you go about it, that entire part of being sustainable and keeping the money part also together?
Sustainability as a concept is a very huge concept.
Right.
But in our understanding, what we've done is we've not looking at the bigger things first. We've started identifying smaller things where we can recycle and repurpose our waste. One, and other than that, we are very conscious about where we source our product from.
Right.
Because of my college, I am in touch with a lot of artisans. So I source directly from there. The kind of
Okay.
cloth that we use, we're aware of it. The
Right.
kind of block printing that goes on it, that also gets settled in. And secondly, the major part that comes in is paper.
Right.
The and I can see my friends commenting. So, so paper, choosing the right kind of paper that fits into that aspect is, we don't say that we're a completely sustainable brand yet, but we are building our way through that. And plus,
Okay.
for example, like our waste, we've converted our waste into our business cards. Like whatever
Mhm.
paper is left from our cutting and whatever cloth is left, we've stitched it into making a business card or
Okay.
to say a pen holder or a bookmark. So
Right.
that is how we are reducing our footprint.
Right. So can you walk us through the entire procedure of you, suppose start making a book? So the entire procedure of you reaching out for the block prints, then getting it binded, stitched. So if you can walk us through the entire procedure, that'll be great.
It is actually not a very difficult thing to do though. So we've got to connect the people. They understand our requirement very clearly. So our artisans are working their ways out of finding us a tie and dye which don't require a lot of water and all that. can we turn off the commenting, please? I'm getting distracted.
Let me see. I think you should just ignore it, but yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think.
I'll try that. Okay. So we source our cloth usually from Sangane and Ajrakpur in Gujarat,
Okay.
and then we receive our cloth. Our workstation, our workshop is based here in Rajasthan, Kota,
Okay.
and we process it. And then there's this base, and then we stitch those. We bind those bases. We stitch our books into them, and the kind of paper that we use is, as mentioned, it's 100 GSM bond paper,
Okay.
which we source from these newspaper outlets, where
Okay.
they recycle that paper. They repurpose that paper. We get it from there, and we stitch it into our books.
Okay, that's amazing. We understand that your mother is a business partner. So, how does
Yeah.
that go? Like, how does that relationship, how difficult or easy is it for you to, have your mother as a business partner? There might be sometimes, since she's coming from a different generation, she might have different views on few things. So, how does that bond go?
Um, I don't think generation gap come plays a very important role here between us. The fact that I'm still scared of her keeps me driving.
Yeah,
She has an amazing eye for details. So every product that goes out, has to be touched by her. So she checks everything. Okay, the sleeve is done, the binding is done properly, all that. And we're very professional that way. Like, I have a very silent understanding with her. If I am doing something and she is doing something, we know that we'll do it easily. It's not a very, like, she is a boss or I am a boss. It's a very surreal relationship that way.
right. Yeah, so we have one last question about everybody out there who's trying to start something, the college students out there who are scared to take that leap. What is your message to everybody out there who's, wanting to get into the sustainable field, also trying to start their own business?
For the sustainability part first, don't just go with the trend. You have to understand the theory first for you to come into or barge into the practical aspect of it. Just
Right.
because even I feel that the brands these days are just putting on the label. There has to be some checking on how are you actually making your brand sustainable. And
Right.
other than that, I think the major thing that I took away from my brother was he told me बात करने से बात बनती है. So
Right.
if you just don't be scared. If you think कि नहीं यार वो इंसान बहुत बड़ा है, should I go and talk to him or no? Just go, do it.
Is
It's
there
not
ever
that
been
difficult.
any situation that you'd like to share that sometimes you just like, okay, you're going and you're just talking to somebody?
Huh?
Is
What?
there any relatable incident which happened with you? Something in regards to you just went and spoke and that got you more business or something like that? Other than the
I
fact that you
think
started.
I think that HCI conference, so they contacted us. I was very hesitant. I was extremely hesitant that how do I reach them out? I don't have a portfolio to show. And I
Right,
mean, there must be some confusion that we are not the right people to be contacted at and all those things. So, but then he was like, okay, just go and talk. No, what will happen? The worst that can happen is that you won't get that order. If you don't talk, you're going to lose it. So my
right.
decision is do it. It's very simply said, but I think if you print it in your mind and your heart, it's just the simplest funda to follow.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ashna. It was great talking to you.
Thank you
If
for
you
having me.
Thank you so much. So we'll be posting about your products on our stories now. Also,
Okay.
Specially has this amazing Instagram page managed really well. It looks very pretty. You guys can check it out. We'll be posting some of your products on our stories later, just to show our audience what exactly goes behind making such a pretty product. Right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good day.
Good day.